Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Fallout 3. Last time we explored our way down to the Robco production facility and completed the second to last objective of the Wasteland Survival Guide. Next, Moira wants us to go to Rivet City. We'll do that, it's the last piece, but since so many other quests converge there, I kind of want to finish all of our loose ends, progress those other quests, and then finish up the Wasteland Survival Guide as part of my real formal exploration of Rivet City. So the next thing I want to do is tackle the quest Blood Ties, which gets kicked off in Arefu, which I already have on my map, so let's head over there. Now, as I run up here, something will happen.
Hang on, you're not one of them. I nearly blasted you in two. Get over here before they spot you.
Let's have a chat with Evan King.
Now what the hell are you doing all the way out here?
Well, I have this letter for the West family.
That's great, but I got bigger problems than being the town post office right now. The shit's about to hit the fan in this cesspool, and I don't think I can stop them.
What kind of trouble?
Well, at first they do their typical gang bullshit. You know, break stuff and make lots of noise, but they always kept their distance. But this last time, they went too far. They killed all of our Brahmin. I mean, that's our lifeblood out here, you know.
Speech 100%. What's got you so spooked?
Look, you can call me crazy if you want, but there is something odd about those creeps. I mean, they got the guns and they got the muscle. Why don't they just bust down our doors and take us out already? We're really in a bad way, and could use some help.
I'd be glad to help. What do you need?
I don't want to take my eyes off the ramp here. There's no telling when the family will return. Can you do me a favor and check on the other people's houses here? You know, make sure they're doing okay? Speak with Davis West, Karen Shenzi, and Ken Ewers.
I have a message for the West family from their daughter. But up pop the objectives. Check the West residence, check the Shenzi residence, check the Ewers residence.
I can't take that. You're just going to have to bring it to the West yourself.
Can you tell me more about what's been going on around here?
There used to be more families living here. Most of them have dismantled their shacks and moved on to greener pastures. Those that are still living here are keeping themselves indoors, thanks to the family.
Where do you think I can find the family?
I think they live somewhere east or northeast of here. Problem is, they always travel in the dark, so I can't see exactly where they go. There's all kinds of places they could be hiding, like Hamilton's Hideaway, the old Moonbeam Cinema, or Northwest Seneca Metro Station.
Map marker added. I have to go now.
Just watch yourself. I've got an itchy trigger finger.
So, one of those we've already explored, the Moonbeam Outdoor Cinema. They're not there. You can see here he's put Hamilton's Hideaway and Northwest Seneca Station on our map. That's nice of him. Let's check the houses. Start with the Ewer residence, since it's first. The door to the Ewer's house is locked. Knock on the door.
Hello? Is this the mailman? Oh, I do hope my fall catalog has arrived.
Huh? What are you talking about? Evan King sent me.
Oh, Evan, he's such a gentleman. Please, do come inside. Let me unlock the door for you.
What the hell are you doing in here? Get the fuck out.
Your wife let me in. Something about a catalog?
Oh, for the love of... Look, she's dumber than a bag of hammers, okay? If you want to talk to anyone, you need to talk to me. So what the fuck do you want?
Evan King told me to check on you. Is everything okay?
We're great. Just peachy. I love sitting in my house with my thumb up my ass. Tell Mr. King that sitting here all day isn't going to make us any safer. We need to take action.
Completed. Check the Ewers residence. So what's your take on Evan King?
Well, he's town mayor or sheriff or whatever he calls himself. He calls all the shots. When he says to get the heck indoors and stay put, we do that.
Can you tell me more about what's been going on around here?
Everyone is keeping themselves safe from the family. If I was you, I'd do the same. You want to know more? Talk to Evan King.
What do you think about the family?
They're low-life scum who decided to use Arefu as their own personal amusement park. Oh, they are a fun bunch. I'd take a shot at them if I could, but judging from what they did to the Brahmin, I wouldn't live long to tell about it.
I have to go now.
Good. Now get out.
Anything in here
Hey
would
there.
be stealing, and they don't have anything important. Let's do talk to Braley, though.
You must be exhausted from all that walking in this horrible heat. Oh, and hungry too. Sit, please. Braley Ewers is the name. Don't mind my husband, Kenneth. He woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning.
Evan King told me to check on you. Is everything okay?
Oh, he's such a dear. I must remember to make more of those preserves he loves so much.
Can you tell me more about what's been going on around here?
Oh my, I don't know. Mrs. West is probably whipping up a batch of her famous cookies, and all the kids are playing in the yards. It's so nice outside. The grass looks lovely this time of year.
Okay. You do know there was a war 200 years ago, right?
Well, I must speak to my husband about that. We could bring it up at the next homeowners association meeting. Ah, I do love meetings so much. I think I'll bring muffins.
She crazy. Right, now let's check the next house, which turns out to be the Shenzi residence. The door to Karen Shenzi's house is locked. Knock on the door.
Yes. Who is it?
Evan King sent me. Can I come in?
Oh, he did? Well, it's about damn time he did something. Come on in. I'll unlock the door. It's nice to see a friendly new face around here. It's been a long time. The name's Karen Shenzi.
Evan King told me to check on you. Is everything okay?
Scared out of my mind. I'm glad he's checking on us, but until someone nips the problem in the bud, we may as well stay inside forever.
Completed. Check the Shenzi residence. So what's your take on Evan King?
He's a spineless wimp. His best solution to the family is to stay inside our homes and hide. What does that tell them? It tells them that we can be pushed around whenever they want. I'm sick of it. And I'm sick of King.
Can you tell me more about what's been going on around here?
We're scared shitless. Evan King's got everyone so worked up about the family, no one wants to set foot outside. That asshole runs the show. But does he really do anything about our problem? No.
What do you think about the family?
All they do is terrorize us. They taunt us to open our doors, throw bottles at our houses, and scream at us. If I knew King had my back, I'd step outside and show them just how I feel about their visits, especially after this last attack.
I have to go now.
Sure, go. Just like everyone else.
Can't steal from her either. The next house. Let me peek at my objectives in Blood Ties. Still have deliver Lucy's message. Turns out to be Evan King's. It's got an average lock, and there is something important inside, so I do highly recommend breaking in. Now, I'm not much for stealing unimportant stuff, but we do have the bobblehead repair. The inscription on the base reads, "Why go down with the ship when you can try to fix it? Your repair skill has been permanently increased by 10 points up to 82. That's awesome. Yeah, nothing else important. Let's check the last house, which must be the West residence. They have been rather brutally killed. Call me callous, but first thing that says to me is I'm free to loot their house, although there's not much here. A few intact tin cans. That might actually be all. Yep. Now, the info you get when you examine these bodies is determined by your medicine skill. Ours is pretty high. I think we'll get a lot of info. The bodies of the Wests have bite marks on the neck area that go to the bone. The lack of bloodstains on the sheets is strange, as any bite or wound of that depth should have caused massive bleeding. Note added, medical analysis of West corpses. That's as much as you can get. I think the cutoff is 70. Let me Google it right quick. Actually, I can tell you exactly what the medicine check is. Ah yes, here you go. You get no info if your medicine skill is below 30. If it's between 30 and 50, or no, if it's above 30, you can determine they have bite marks on their necks. If it's above 50, you can determine that there's no significant blood loss, which is what we got, you'll notice. If it's above 75, you can determine that the teeth marks are from human teeth. And if it's above 90, you can find train yard residue on the bodies. Where we are, we only got the second tier of available information. So, with that done, we completed Check the West residence and got the new objective to report to Evan King. So let's do that.
What did they tell you? Everyone okay?
Did you know the Wests are dead?
The family must have gotten to them in the last attack. Sons of bitches. Damn it! If only we had more men, we could stand up to them. I'm sick of them terrorizing this town. Wait a minute. When you searched the West's place, did you find their son Ian's body?
No, I only found the parents' bodies.
This has to be the work of the family. I've caught that weirdo leader of theirs talking to Ian down by the river. Look, I know I've asked a lot of you already, but you have to find that kid. He deserves better than all this.
Don't worry, Evan. I'll figure out what happened to the Wests. Completed, report to Evan King. New goal, locate the family.
Thanks, kid. You're all right.
I have a message for the West family from their daughter.
I can't take that. You're just going to have to bring it back to Lucy or to Ian if you can find him.
The Wests had bite marks on their necks. Mean anything to you?
Bite marks on their necks? That's the strangest thing I've ever heard. The family must have attack dogs with them or something. Oh, this is all I needed right now. What am I going to do? They'll keep coming back until all of us are dead.
I have to go now.
Next time I see the family, there's going to be hell to pay.
Now, just because I happen to know where they are, I'll tell you that they're in none of the three places Evan King mentioned just now. Although, you can get to them through the Northwest Seneca Station Metro, so that's where we're going to go. We've already explored the Moonbeam Outdoor Cinema. It was a super mutant camp. Well, I use the term camp loosely. It had 2 mutants in it. The Hamilton's Hideaway is a cave that we want to explore eventually, but there's no reason to do it yet. The reason is there's a locked cache inside it with skill books, So it's a cache that we definitely want to be able to access. Getting it, however, requires that we have the key. I got stuck. Just a moment. The only way to get the key is from the Galaxy News radio quest. If we pass a speech check to find out where our dad is from Three Dog, we can still do the Galaxy News radio quest, but instead of info on Dad, the reward becomes the key to that cache in Hamilton's Hideaway, which we definitely want. I'm gonna ignore that gutsy. There's no reason to go chase him now. I'm not in the business of ignoring enemies, let's be real. Let's be real. Now if I could if I could one-shot a sentry bot, I ought to be able to do it to a gutsy, because they're not as strong. And I just don't know. That's how we take care of business. We got ammo and a scrap metal out of the deal. Not too bad. So anyway, let's get across the river and make our way to the Northwest Seneca Station. I think I've even already... No, I haven't. I have not checked this boat. Nuka-Cola, toy car. And ammo boxes. That's what I'm talking about. They all have missiles. Kind of interesting. And there's a land bridge over here that'll let us get across the bridge. Let me see. That would be it. That marker right to the northeast. Now this is another of the many places where it's a virtual certainty we're going to have to fight some Talon Company mercs. They spawn in here all the time, so let's just be ready. And if you'll excuse me for a moment, I have to answer a phone call. Sorry about that. When your wife calls, you pick up the phone. It's just a fact of life. Let's make our way northeast, get the Northwest Seneca Station discovered. Get the little hit of experience that comes with that. Talon won't spawn in until we fast travel here or come out of one of the zones. So we're okay to check the exterior right quick. Since there are a few buildings here, we might as well. Not really seeing anything here. That's all well and good. Check the middle now. Note, of course, the actual metro station entrance right here. But also note this grocer that we actually can go into. Now I'm going to save out here because before what's inside actually generates, because there's important loot in there, but it needs to generate properly. Or maybe I'm thinking of the wrong grocer. I don't know. I'm gonna save before I go in, just in case.
And now, one of my inspirational quotes.
I hear a rad roach.
Your president, John Henry.
Oh. I never used Moira's big book of science.
Courage and perseverance.
Raised my science skill to 89.
For which difficulties disappear.
I never stashed her pulse
obstacles
grenades
vanish
either.
into the air.
Not that it matters. This is not the one I was thinking of. Couple of rad roaches. I'm gonna rearm my shotgun because I fully expect to be attacked by Talon mercs when I leave this place. In the meantime, let's loot it. We got sugar bombs, tin cans.
This is Enclave Radio.
Abraxo.
With your host, me, President John Henry.
Some Nuka-Cola. Some turpentine. Nothing too fabulous. Doors busted. Of course, let's check the counter. More sugar bombs.
I'm President John Henry.
There's some
Eaton,
caps
and you're
scattered on
listening
the
to
counter.
Enclave Radio. The voice
As well
of
as a
warmth and reason
pack
in
of
this
Mentats.
cold, unreasonable world.
First
Greetings
aid
again,
box.
sweet America. This is President John Henry Eaton, and I'd like to chat if you've got a moment. Did you know
Pre-war money.
there are those amongst us who would shatter
An
our
easy locked
hopes for
terminal
peace,
and an
order,
easy locked
and
safe.
security. These radical
Let's just
malcontents
tackle
don't
the
care about
safe
They don't
directly.
care about
It's
America.
always easier.
All they care about is
Now,
fulfilling
let's get ready
their
for some
selfish
Talon
desires.
mercs.
Let's
There they are. They've upped the ante with their armaments, I have to say. Jeez. There we go. That was kind of ugly, but just it's gonna happen when you get in a straight fight with guys with good condition laser rifles. I'm not too worried about it because I can repair my armor with theirs. When I'm practically drowning in stim packs. Let's go get number 3. Yep, armor's back in good shape. And now we can pop into the actual metro station. Let's do it. Note the green hash marks. Interesting. Let's head over here into the area marked restrooms. Got a few rads. Got some Nuka-Cola. And I've got a red hash mark. I think it's just mole rats. problem. Very good. Alright, I think that's it for enemies, so search around out here. We got intact tin cans, pre-war money, and Abraxo in a suitcase. Nothing good in the Edotronic, but I hear another mole rat. There it is. Let's take care of business. Quick and easy. Now let's actually search the bathrooms. Blood pack, bobby pins, stim pack. This is the men's room. Note that in this one, under the knife and the book, there's a hidden plasma grenade. I believe that's the first one we found. Let's search the other bathroom. Trash can's empty. Teddy bear there, hooray. Blood pack, purified water, and stim pack. That's it for here. Let's head out. Search this dead wastelander. And save, because we have to pass a speech check.
You're not here to try and steal my secrets, are you?
Steal your secrets? Not at all.
Good. I was afraid I was going to have to abandon my lab here. That would mean starting all over again. It's not easy trying to make Ultrajet, you know.
Ultrajet? That's some sort of super chem?
I suppose you could say that. Ultrajet is almost double the potency of Jet. Perfect for ghouls. Jet barely affects us, you see. Only trouble is, it's almost impossible to gather the ingredients together. Say, you might be able to help me with that.
Yeah, sure. What do you need?
It takes 3 things to make Ultrajet. 2 of the ingredients I got plenty of. The other one is a little harder to find. Sugar bombs. I distill it down to its base contents and add that to the formula, then presto, Ultrajet. For every box of sugar bombs you bring me, I'll pay you 15 caps. So, you in?
62% speech, make it 30 caps each, and you got yourself a deal.
Nope, it's 15 each. You want to do it or what?
Let me think about it.
What is it with you people? Stop thinking so much. That's what got us all here in the first place.
I want to pass that, because...
You're not... Fine, anything to get what I need. Now scram. I got some preparing to do.
Note added. Sugar bombing run. Remember, I need genuine sugar bombs, and they have to be still sealed in the box. Bring them back here to me at Northwest Seneca Metro Station, and I'll pay you for each one you bring. Murphy. Pretty cool. Let's talk to him again.
So, what did you bring me?
What's the deal with Barrett?
He's my assistant and my backup, in case things get rough. I wouldn't mess with him if I were you.
Have you ever heard of the family?
Sure. I stay away from them and they don't bother me. It's a good relationship. They live somewhere east of here. If you're feeling foolish, I think there's an underground way through their place, deeper into the metro station here.
Can I buy some Ultrajet?
Yeah, as soon as you bring me some more sugar bombs.
I have to go now.
Yep. Do what you gotta do.
Cool. Let's chat with Barrett right quick.
The hell you looking at, smooth skin?
Okay, he's not much for chatting. Some stuff we can take, some is owned. I don't want to set him hostile, so I won't steal those shotgun shells, although I'm tempted. Can't search that oven. The jet and the Abraxo would be stealing. We can take that pressure cooker, which is nice. Let's head over here. First aid box would be stealing. Nuka-Cola would be stealing. The mine box is not. This Rad-X is not. Tin can is not. Bottle cap.
You got the stuff, I got the caps. A match made in heaven.
Tin cans. Wonder glue in the toolbox. More tin cans. Back here, down this manhole to the Meresti service tunnel, is the way we can ultimately get to the family. So, just FYI, if we look to the east of here, we see Hallowed Moors Cemetery, Agatha's house, the scrapyard, and the Meresti train yard. I got the train yard on my map, but I didn't explore it. That is where the family lives. Let's head into the service tunnel. Actually, we have a Mirelurk or two to kill down here. I'm not that worried that we're soaking up rads. After all, we've got my first infirmary. But just the same, let's turn our light off now, because we're almost to where the lurks are. I wonder if I can get him through that crack. Mirelurk Hunter, number 1. Keep going through the cave. There's another. Down he goes. That should be it. Oh, I take that back. We did explore the Meresti train yard. We didn't explore the service tunnel. Yeah, this is it for combat. Now we have to start dealing with traps. So here's your tripwire. Disarm that. Look up. Disarm the grenade bouquet. There's a dead Mirelurk. Should tell you we're switching terrain, so to speak. Okay. Gather the intact tin cans and leave everything else. A few of these look like they're clipped out of reach. Thankfully, I know how to fix that. Maybe I don't. Probably happening on this side too. Although those are bent. I note the bear trap here. Let's disarm that. Frag mine on either side. Let's disarm those. Another dead Mirelurk, another bear trap. Alrighty. Now we can go left, or we can go straight. We should go straight first. Let's do it, but keep a watchful eye out. Say, I know there's a tripwire up here, but even looking for it, I didn't spot it. There it is. Let's disarm that tripwire. In turn, we can disarm the pitching machine. Another bear trap to disarm. Here again, we can go straight or left. I'm going to go straight first. Frag mine. We head around here. I doubt you remember the layout of the Meresti train yard. Suffice to say there were 2 entrances to the service tunnel. We've just found one of them. Let's go loop around. Here's something we haven't seen before. You can see that telltale spinner, though. The baby carriage is rigged with an explosive. Disarm it. Oh, isn't that pretty? So we can leave it alone, rearm it as a timed trap, or rearm it as a proximity trap. I'm just going to leave it alone. Your mileage may vary. There's another bear trap. Let's go clear out the other entrance area. Disarm the frag mine along the way, naturally. Anyway, nothing here but a tin can, or 2, or 3. And the other exit. Great. So those of you paying close attention have no doubt noticed we are now collapsed down to a single path. Let's head over here and turn to the right. Watchful for more traps. There's a tripwire. Connected to a rigged shotgun. We'll of course use for repairs. Here's another tripwire. I can't actually remember what that one was connected to. Let's see if I can spot it. Ah. Just a battering ram.
Whoa, whoa, slow down there. This area's off limits to everyone but the family. Where the hell do you think you're going?
71%. I really need to get by you. It's important I find what I'm looking for. You can bribe him. I'm wondering what I could do with all these spare caps I have. Hang on a second. I have a letter for Ian West from his sister. We'll try the speech challenge. If that doesn't work, the letter will get us in.
All right, all right. I guess you look harmless enough. If I were you, I'd speak to Vance before you poke around too much. You can usually find him on the mezzanine overlooking the common area.
What is this place?
This lovely hole in the ground is Meresti, the headquarters of the family.
Tell me about the family.
We are a badass gang, and we don't take shit from nobody. We also don't like nosy assholes who creep around asking too many stupid questions.
I have to go now.
Just remember, I got my eyes on you. We all do.
Completed, locate the family. New goal, locate Ian West.
You're easily amused, eh?
Now, all this qualifies as stealing, so I'm only going to take the most important thing, which is right over here by the fridge. Oh, we don't even have to steal it. There's a copy of Tumblers Today, which raises my lockpick by 2 to a whopping 97. I'm not gonna steal any of his other stuff. And it looks like everything in here is flagged owned. So let's just head past him. Back here to the Meresti metro station. Nothing down that tunnel. Nothing down that one either. And here's what looks like the headquarters of this gang.
I've never seen you around here. I thought I knew everyone in the family, but I don't recognize you. You must be one of Vance's new initiates. My name's Justin. I'm pretty new here myself.
I'm looking for Ian West. Have you seen him?
Ian? What do you want from him?
He needs to talk to someone from the outside to get some perspective.
I'd never thought of it that way. I suppose he should get a chance to talk to someone like you. Here's the password to his isolation area. Just please don't mention my name to Vance about this.
Note added, Meresti security password. Anything else you can tell me about Ian West?
No, just that Vance said he isn't to be disturbed while he's in meditation.
He's needed at home. His family is dead.
Yes, I know. He told me. Surprised? Well, Ian was there when it happened and did nothing to stop it. If you ask yourself why, the answer is obvious. He belongs with us here. He's one of us. Don't deny him his rightful home.
What is this place?
Well, Vance told me that this place was called Meresti. It was named after some town way across the ocean in a place called Romania.
Tell me about the family.
It's a great way to get back at those assholes out there who think we're losers. If it wasn't for Vance, I'd still be getting the crap beat out of me by those guards in Rivet City.
I have to go now.
I understand. Goodbye.
Interesting. That's another collapsed tunnel.
Yes, that's locked. And yes, I can see you eyeing it.
Let's talk to Alan.
I don't think I've met you yet. The name's Alan. What did you want?
I'm looking for Ian West. Have you seen him?
I don't have any authority here. I'm pretty new myself. Justin's been trying to talk to Ian, make him feel better. Maybe you should speak to him.
What is this place?
Right now I call this place home. The only home that's ever let me stay with my problems.
Tell me about the family.
Well, anyone that Vance takes in because of their special problems can be part of the family.
I have to go now.
Guess I'll see you around.
Notes. Meresti security password. The password to unlock the security door blocking Ian's holding cell is Vespertilio. This is all stealing. Let's just head over here. This is all stealing too. Let's talk to Carl.
Well, well. I haven't had a customer in a while. Last one I had was a bit chewy. Know what I mean?
I'm looking for Ian West. Have you seen him?
Do I look like a fucking babysitter? I don't know where he is. Even if I did, I wouldn't tell you anyway.
Can't you just help out without being so mean?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hurt your feelings? Tough shit. This is the real world. You want to know something? Find it out your damn self.
Anything else you can tell me about Ian West?
Ian. Is that all you've got to say? Sheesh.
What is this place?
This place is my place of business. You want to buy something, then buy. If you want to flap your lips, take a hike.
Tell me about the family.
We're the last people you want to mess with. That's for damn sure.
Can I see what you have for sale?
If your caps are good, you can buy whatever you like. Beats standing there drooling all over the merchandise.
Let's see, do I even have anything I want to sell? Might as well sell my pre-war money. Might as well sell 5 of the buff outs. Oh, good. There we go. And the jet. And the Med-X. And the Mentats. I would sell the Psycho, but he can't afford it. So, that'll do.
Thanks.
Have to go now.
Say it ain't so.
Alright, yeah, this is all stealing, which I don't really care to do.
You're doing what's best for these people. If it wasn't for you, they'd be living in a place. Or dead.
You always have had a knack for making me feel better.
Even those trash bins would be stealing. Just want to make sure I've talked to everyone down here before I head upstairs.
By sober second thought.
That's all still stealing. Everything is stealing. That makes it pretty simple. Let's talk to this gal.
Well, I'm surprised you don't know me. I'm Brianna. I take care of the men around here. Well, unmarried ones, anyway.
I'm looking for Ian West. Have you seen him?
Vance has him in meditation right now. No one's supposed to be in there. Poor kid. He looks like he could use another friend.
Tell me how to see Ian and maybe we can talk in private.
My, oh my. That would be tempting. If you were that good, maybe I'd pay you. Tell you what, handsome. Let me give you the password to Ian's room. Maybe you could talk to him and make him feel better.
Anything else you can tell me about Ian West?
Nope. Like I told you, Vance has him in meditation right now. No one's supposed to be in there.
What is this place?
It's the last place I ever expected to end up. I mean, look at this place. It's so dark and dingy. What this place needs is a lady's touch. But don't tell Vance I said that.
Tell me about the family.
How about just the coolest gang this side of the U.S.? As long as we listen to Vance's rules and listen to his stuff, he lets us do pretty much whatever we want.
I have to go now.
Bye, sweetie.
Please don't take Ian away from us.
Alright, let's head upstairs now. But before we do any more chatting, or quest progression, we want to immediately turn around and hop down on onto the train car. There we go. Note the overturned box. Pick it up, grab a copy of Lying Congressional Style, and raise our speech skill by 2 to 76. Not bad.
The Enclave is your sister, your aunt, your friend.
Now let's head up here again and actually poke around a bit. Of course, everything is still stealing. Here's someone new.
Hello,
Holly.
Mr. I don't think we've been properly introduced. I'm Holly, Vance's wife.
I'm looking for Ian West. Have you seen him?
I'm afraid Vance has him in isolation, and there's no way I'm going to override Vance's orders. He's a good kid. I think Vance will set him along the correct path soon. Like he did for all of us.
Maybe it will, or maybe it's just messing him up more.
You don't think he's already messed up? Come on, don't kid yourself. We pulled him out of that shithole town just in time.
Anything else you can tell me about Ian West?
Like I said, he's in isolation. It's his time to meditate and reflect.
What is this place?
This is Maresti, the home of the family. It's the only safe place for these poor people.
Tell me about the family.
My husband started this group not long ago. He was trying to save them from a life of hardship and ridicule. They come from all over the wasteland now to find us and become part of the family.
I have to go now.
It was good talking to you.
I think that's everybody except Vance himself, who's right there. So, let me finish looking at all this and chat with Vance.
Welcome to our home. My people call me Vance. I lead this group of weary travelers and outcasts who need a home. And to what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
This place is very different from any of the other settlements I've seen. I'm usually polite to people.
What you see before you is the last bastion of hope for the down. It is a sanctuary for the oppressed and a beacon of faith for the tyrannized.
Allow Vance to continue.
We are the remnants of society, cast aside like the clean-picked bones of a hunter's feast. I led my flock beneath the sun-baked sands of the wasteland to keep them safe and teach them my ways. Men of science would call us cannibals, eaters of human flesh. Society labels us as monsters, demons, and the unclean.
You can try to go for a speech check. None of this talk is necessary. I know exactly what you are.
You amaze me. Never have I met a human with the gift of cognition that you possess. Tell me then, what are we?
You're vampires, or at least you follow their fictional traditions.
Do you think I believe I can turn into a bat and fly away? Of course not. Do I cast my image in a mirror? Absolutely. Now, ask me if I believe these individuals from every corner of the wasteland need me to give them a sense of purpose and identity. I have shown these people the ways of the vampire. I've provided them shelter, organization, and a sense of belonging.
You do this by teaching them that they're mythical beings?
Now, you disappoint me. You need to open your mind and think for a moment before you pass judgment. I have reined in their cravings and taught them to eat not of the flesh, but to drink of the blood. Most importantly, they have a family. A place where their quirks are tolerated and understood.
I've been searching for a young man named Ian West.
Ah, yes. My newest charge. What would you want with him?
I have a letter for him from his sister.
Then a part of his human family still remains? Even more of a reason he needs to remain in isolation. Ian is at a critical moment in his life right now. After all that occurred in Arefu, he is scared and confused. It would be ill-advised for me to allow you to speak to him while he decides what he wants to do.
Wait a minute, what happened to him?
Ian's hunger for flesh overwhelmed him. It drove him to kill his parents. Because of my intervention that night, he stopped just short of being lost forever to his cravings for flesh.
Are you telling me that Ian is a cannibal?
I am telling you, he will no longer be labeled as such. He has become one of us, a member of the family. The hunger that drives us must be kept in check. It is one of the most difficult things to teach. Ian lost control because no one was around to guide him. His own family was alien to him.
This letter is all Ian has left of his old life. Allow me to give it to him.
No. It would not be right to disturb him in this time of meditation. I am sorry, but I cannot allow it. You wish to speak to me again?
Now that I have a better understanding of the family, may I speak to Ian?
I had always assumed if a human happened upon our home, it would be for the purpose of our extermination. It appears my fears were ill-placed. It is a pleasant surprise to meet someone as amenable as yourself. Very well. I will allow you to speak to Ian. Perhaps you can help him come to grips with his greatest enemy, himself.
What is this place?
You are standing inside Maresti, the home of the family. This is our sanctuary from the outside world. It is a refuge for those society labels as outcasts.
Tell me about the family.
The family has become our moniker because that is exactly what we are. Related by blood. Even if all of us look different on the outside, we all have had the same vice infesting our insides. But now, through my teachings, these subjugated people have come together and formed a bond stronger than mere friendship.
I have to go now.
You are free to roam the common area of our home as our guest.
Fair enough. Now, since Vance didn't give us the password...
You new here too?
For a while, at least.
Please don't take Ian away from us.
We won't have a way into those terminals, but that's okay. They're just a way to find out that they're vampires if you don't pass the speech check with Vance. Let's head down this last tunnel to actually talk to Ian. With a little stop off in here. This is all still stealing too. Vance's terminal has a very hard lock. The safe has an average lock. But we actually want to get into the safe, even if it is stealing. Oh, no we don't. That is not what I thought it was. The sword cabinet, that's the one we want. And it's got a hard lock. Has the unique Chinese officer's sword, the vampire's edge. Pretty cool. So we'll take that. We'll leave everything else alone. Including Vance's terminal, because we can't do very hard hacks, but there's no important reason that we would need to go after that anyway. And here is the Maresti Train Yard Station Security Terminal, which we do have the password for. Activate internal security, error systems offline, unlock security area door, activate Protectron security unit, error systems offline. Well, we unlocked the door, and that's the best we can do. And in here, currently asleep, we finally find Ian West. Let's save and have a chat with him.
Huh? What do you want?
I've been looking for you.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I'm sure Evan King is pretty pissed right about now. I bet he has the entire town out looking for me. He's worse than my parents.
I'm sorry, Ian, but your parents are dead.
You think I don't know that? You think I don't know what I did?
I know what you did. Vance told me everything.
Then you must think I'm some kind of a monster.
Look, Ian, I know loss too. I know it hurts, but staying here isn't the answer.
There's something inside me, something completely messed up. I'm a mutant, a fucking freak. The only person I was ever able to talk to was my sister Lucy, and she's gone. No one gives a shit about me except Vance and the family. Can't you understand that?
Try the speech check first. Let's go home, Ian. The only way to beat your nightmares is to face them.
You know, for a second there, you sounded just like Vance. And you're right. I don't know what I'm running away from, but given time, maybe things can go back to the way they used to be. Please tell Vance I've made my decision. I'm going home to Arefu. I hope to see you there as well. I'm just gonna gather my stuff together and say my goodbyes, then I'll head on back.
Completed. Locate Ian West. Speak to Vance about Ian's decision. Well, let's do that. I can figure out where Vance went. I don't think he ever goes downstairs, but I could be wrong. Looking for that shish kebab, it's very
Hello again.
recognizable. Is that Carl directly underneath me? It'd be kind of funny if Vance had a clipping bug, and that's what it is.
You got the cash, I got the time.
Yana, Justin, Allen. Yeah, that was just Carl. There's Holly. Oh, there's Vance. He was in his bedroom. Jeez.
I trust your talk with young Ian went well. I am quite interested in learning the results of your discussion. Did he come to a decision?
Before I talk about Ian, there's still the matter of Arefu to discuss.
As long as you maintain this level of civility, please proceed.
You can do medicine checks, you can do an intelligence check, or you can pass a speech check. Let's try speech first. Give those people a chance, they're defenseless.
In light of your candor, all I can promise is that Arefu will no longer be a target of the family. Beyond that, I make no such other promises.
Medicine. I believe that blood preserved in blood packs could provide what you need.
Many years ago, I survived by drinking from fresh blood packs I recovered from hospital ruins. The problem was that these blood packs were scarce. What do you propose?
Now this is important. Arefu donates blood packs and you leave the town alone. Arefu donates blood packs and in exchange you protect them. Or Arefu will sell you blood packs and you'll leave the town alone. Choose the protection option. That way the building in front turns into a house we can access and there's a skill book inside.
Agreed. Please, take this proposal to Arefu. Speak with them and then return to me with their decision. I thank you for showing me that your kind can be trusted after all. It is a lesson I will not forget. Now, what of young Ian? Tell me his decision.
Vance's proposal added, Ian's decided to leave the family.
It saddens me to lose one of my flock, but I believe everyone has to follow their own path. All I was attempting to do was guide him. Now it seems that responsibility has fallen upon you. I hope you will be more successful. Please, I want you to take this. Consider it as an apology to you for all the hardships you had to endure finding this place. Goodbye, human. Our time together has been rather educational.
Schematics shish kebab added. Your schematic has been improved. Completed. Speak to Vance about Ian's decision and return to Evan King. We can still try to deliver Lucy's message. Note added, shish kebab schematics V2. Now improved to 10%. I should give him his sister's letter, just so I can get rid of that objective.
Nice to see you again.
Oh.
I wanted to thank you one last time for what you've done for me. My brain feels like less of a mess now. I think I may be seeing clearly for the first time in years. Don't worry about me. I've been through a lot, but I think I'm gonna be okay.
Would you mind if I asked about your unusual hunger?
I suppose not.
When did you first discover you had the hunger?
I was about 10 years old, and I was playing with Lucy down under the overpass. We loved throwing rocks in the water. We saw some wastelander trying to break open the Brahmin pens and steal one of them, so I ran over and told him to stop. He just laughed and pushed me away. When I fell, suddenly my head started to hurt, and my eyes got all blurry. It was almost like I blacked out. Next thing I know, Lucy was pulling me off the guy. I had ripped his throat open with my teeth.
What did Lucy say she saw you do to that wastelander?
She said I, changed into another person, that I even glared at her and raised my arms like I was going to kill her. The wastelander took a swing at me with some kind of club. I turned around and jumped on him. I tore his throat open with my teeth. If he wouldn't have done that, Lucy may have been killed too. I just don't know.
Did you ever talk to your parents about it?
Lucy said Mom and Dad would never have understood. She told me to keep what I did a secret, and that she'd try and help me. Thanks to Lucy, she was able to stop that from ever happening again for years. Every time I'd feel the hunger, she'd hold on to me and not let go. After a while, the hunger almost seemed to go away, until, well...
Do you really believe in vampires?
I don't know, I really don't. I mean, I'm not totally dumb. I know they were in stories and all that. But who knows, maybe Vance is right and vampires were just people like us who learned to control their hunger and drink only blood. I mean, vampires are regarded as feared monsters instead of hunted animals like cannibals. Kinda makes sense.
Let's talk about something else.
Yeah, okay.
I know it's painful, but let's talk about what happened in Arefu.
It actually kinda makes me feel better to talk about it. Go ahead.
Why did you do what you did to your own parents?
I wish I could answer that. I really do. I don't even remember it happening. When the hunger takes over, it's like being pushed aside, like something else is controlling me. I can see what's happening, but can't close my eyes. I don't even remember exactly what happened until Vance knocked on the door.
How did Vance know you were one of them?
That's the weird thing. He has some sort of crazy sixth sense about or something. Maybe all of our kind do. As soon as I was with the family, I really felt at home for the first time in my life. It's like all these people are my real brothers and sisters.
How did you end up leaving Arefu?
I don't remember how long I sat there on the floor staring at my parents' bodies. It seemed like days. I wanted to feed, to eat their flesh. But it was like a little bit of me was holding on. Then, out of nowhere, there was shouting outside and a knock at the door. I opened it, and it was Vance. He seemed to know exactly how I was feeling inside. He took me under his arm and we left. I never looked back.
I saw the family's mark on the wall. What's up with that?
Vance told me later that he was basically covering for me and allowing the family to feed at the same time. Since my parents were already dead, they drank their blood and left the mark on the wall. He didn't want Evan to suspect that I had done it. The irony is they were stalking our town to feed anyway. It's almost like Vance knew this would happen.
Let's talk about something else.
Yeah, okay.
I have to go now.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Fair enough. And I forgot to mention, Vampire's Edge is pretty great. It does 25% more damage than a normal Chinese officer sword, and it only weighs 1 pound. So if melee weapons are your thing, it's a pretty darn solid option.
Always a pleasure. What can I do for you?
Nothing yet.
Come back to us anytime. The family considers you a friend.
Alright, let's head back to Arefu.
Violence, destruction. Indeed, the very seat of the federal government, Washington, D.C., has been reduced to what is...
It's a bit of a hike, but no hostels make it pretty easy.
The answer is really quite simple.
Oh, it's you again. What's up?
Incompetence at the highest echelons of power.
There is a chance we'll get attacked by Talon mercs when we exit here. So I don't want to relax completely. I think we should be just fine. It looks like nothing's happening anyway. Yeah, we're good. Let's return to Arefu. Oh yeah, and I need to look at... Oh, Vance's proposal isn't actually a note. It's an item. I guess I'll chat with Evan about it.
There he is, the hero of the day.
It's done, Evan. The family will never bother Arefu again.
I know. I talked to Ian, and he told me everything you did. I don't know how you did it, but goddamn am I glad you walked up that ramp and lent us a hand. Thanks again, kid. Consider yourself welcome back here any time you're in this part of the wastes.
Gain karma, 330 experience, quest completed, blood ties. I have a proposal for you from Vance, the family's leader.
Interesting. It seems they wish to enter into some kind of agreement. I guess it's better than pointing my gun down that ramp all day and hiding inside at night. Let Vance know he's got a deal. We'll do it. I'll speak to the others. I'm sure they'll agree with me.
Vance's proposal removed. Any help you can provide would be appreciated.
I've been saving up stuff for emergencies, in case things with Arefu got tremendously bad. You're welcome to some of it if you like.
Scotch.
Sorry, the well's run dry.
Have to go now.
Come on back soon. I may have some stuff for you.
Well, that scotch doesn't really help anything. I'll just drop that. Let's go visit Ian.
Thanks for setting me straight on everything.
How are things going now?
It's weird living in my parents' old house with them gone, but I'll make the best of it. Everyone around here is being nice to me despite what happened, so I guess it all turned out well. Thanks.
I have a letter for you from your sister, Lucy.
She really misses being home, and she's asked about me in here a lot. You have no idea how much this means to me. Thanks so much.
Lucy's sealed envelope removed. I have to go
Sounds
now.
good. Come back and visit me sometime.
Now, we need to go back to Meresti and tell Vance that Evan has accepted his proposal. Even though the quest is done. Up.
Never rest until we have what we deserve. Please.
Always a pleasure to receive you in Meresti. What brings you down here today?
Arefu has accepted your proposal, Vance.
Excellent. I knew you would serve as an ambassador for us in good faith. I will dispatch Alan to Arefu immediately to help serve as their guardian and honor my end of the agreement. Your efforts surpass those of the average human. In fact, I feel almost like you are a member of our flock. If you ever wish to learn our ways, you have but to ask.
Can you teach me the ways of the vampire?
To be a vampire is a life commitment. It is not achieved by my words. It is something you earn by your own will and sincere meditation. Sadly, I cannot fully make you one of us, but I can teach you how the lifeblood of others brings us regenerative powers. Since your body lacks the way to extract blood as we do, You must find alternative sources for your nourishment. Drink deep of the blood. Allow not a drop to spill. Feel the warmth as it spreads inside you. You are becoming one with the life force of another. They lend a part of themselves to you. For a brief moment, you are two entities becoming one. Allow the feelings to course through your body as you partake of the blood. Feel it empower you and make you stronger. Once you have done this deed, only then will you know what it is like to be a vampire.
Hematophage perk added. Vance's teachings have granted you the ability to regain 20 HP from the consumption of blood packs. Can you teach me the ways of the vampire?
There is no more I can teach you. Use what little I have given you well, and carry that knowledge with honor.
How are things going now?
Very well, actually. Our truce with Arefu is coming to fruition. I've begun teaching my people to live off of the donated blood packs. The transition has been difficult, but we will manage. You've certainly done us a great service, and I can't thank you enough.
I have to go now.
I'm certain our paths will cross again.
Alrighty. We'll make one more stop inside Arefu. Alan's house should be open to us now. We can get a skill book there. Alan's house is actually behind us, down at the bottom of the ramp. Hop inside. We'll take the Pugilism Illustrated. Unarmed increased by 2 to 72. Other than that, everything is stealing.
Look what the cat dragged in. Hey, welcome back.
That's all he's got. Alright. Now then, let's return to Megaton to offload.
Here. No.
She gave us a blood pack. So now blood packs are a decent backup source of healing. Almost as good as purified water.
How may I serve you, Mom?
Let's drop stuff in here. We got a Fraxo, paint gun, pressure cooker, tin cans, toy cars, turpentine, and wonder glue. 7 Nuka-Colas.
Master?
We got a new bobblehead. Repair. We got the Vampire's Edge, which I'll pop in there. We got several explosives, including pulse grenades, which were actually from the last video, and I just forgot to drop them off. And if we head upstairs, we got a few questables. I'm going to save my blood packs just because they are useful, but I'm not going to worry too much about them. And I want to try and hit Oh, there's dirty water there. I should get rid of that. Level 19 right quick, so let me grab my scrap metal and go turn it into Walter. I figure that should be more than enough. I'll just drop that dirty water. That still won't quite be the last thing I do in this video. There he is.
Yeah? What is it?
Interested in buying some scrap metal. Just take all the scrap metal I have.
Well, all right. Let me count out your caps.
It's actually not quite enough. I can turn in pre-war books, or I can turn in sugar bombs. Let's do pre-war books first. I can't do holo tags yet. I don't have enough Chinese assault rifles. I could do quantums, but let's hold off. I can do pre-war books, or I can do sugar bombs. Let's do pre-war books first. Let's hop all the way over to Arlington Library. Go visit Scribe Yearling.
Remember my offer, outsider. Cash for pre-war books. Welcome back. Have you been successful in your search for books?
I have pre-war books for you.
Excellent. How many are you willing to trade?
Take all the books I have.
Very well. Here is your reward. Use it well, and return with more books when you can.
Go now.
Of course.
There we go. My priority here is to boost science to 95. Now I can do very hard computer hacks as well. Apart from that, we'll just continue boosting all of our lowest skills. Very good. And for the perk, I'm gonna grab Life Giver. It's useful enough. Now, with our Vault Lab uniform in hand, we can do very hard computer hacks as well. I realize I grabbed the Victory Rifle and I said a lot of things weren't important. Just to ease everyone's mind, I'm going to go pick all of the very hard locks and perform all of the very hard hacks that I left behind. So the first one, or the earliest one that we left, was in the Gibson home back here in Minefield. Let me pop on my Vault Utility jumpsuit. Boost my lockpick to 100. It's just shy of being a natural 100. Then I can stop toting those suits around, but we're not quite there yet. That's the Zane house. That one was Benson. Where is Gibson? There it is, first one, go figure. We have a very hard locked model of home, which we can pick open. Very hard locks are tough. We got buff out and pre-war money and junk food. Nothing too exciting. If we go to VAPL 58 power station, which is down around here someplace, there's a very hard terminal and safe, which I left behind because I couldn't do anything with either of them. I'll just hit the safe, leave the terminal be. It's one of those whose only purpose is to open the safe, so... And as you can see, nothing imported in there, just caps and chems. Now, if we head north of here, along the power lines, to is the unmarked ghoul settlement. You can just see the fence up there at the bottom of the power line. There's a very hard locker in there. We've hit the very hard locker at Rockbreaker's Last Gas. We've already grabbed the victory rifle. I don't think these ghoul wastelanders respawn. We'll just pop in here and open their locker. Personal foot locker, I should say. Power fist, that's not bad, but now I'm going to switch to the Vault Lab uniform and head back to Meresti one final time, because we've got those 3 terminals in there. There may not be loot involved, but there is lore, and you know me, you know I consider that worthwhile. So we'll get in there and hack them. How we do. I like the combat helmet with the lab coat and shotgun strapped to my back. It's a good look.
Practicable.
I needed a place to get out of the sun for a while. I understand completely.
Here's the entry.
Yes, that's locked. Then yes, I can see you eyeing it.
Here's the entry terminal. Just make sure we're hidden when we hack it. Purification. It's first time it's been the very first one on the list. All we can do here is unlock the station access door. Here I thought we'd do something. Let's grab the 2 lore terminals as well. I'm not carrying anything, am I? No, good. And we want to hack one of the family's terminals. Appreciation. So it's nothing with a T-I-O-N. A-T-I. It's not that either. It's not a shun. It could be transmitters, but it's not. Appreciation. Nope. Appreciation meets the first one. Transmitters. Could be immaculately. And it is. What's funny is with these really long words, it almost ends up being easier. Use of this system is only by permission of Vance. 5 laws of the family. Remember our laws. The first law. The first law, feast not on the flesh, consume only the blood. This is our strength. We do not eat the flesh of those we kill for food. We will only drink of their blood and leave the body intact. The consumption of flesh is filthy and unclean. This action is what causes the humans to treat us like animals. We are not animals, we are the family. The second law. The second law, bear not the child, welcome only the exile. This is our fate. Because we carry the stain of our past in our bodies, we can never let it pass to our offspring, who would in turn carry out those foul actions, beginning the cycle anew. The family must seek the wasteland for others of its kind in order to maintain itself. That is our fate. The third law. The third law, feed not for pleasure, partake only to nourish. This is our dignity. We only kill the humans when we are hungry or when we must defend ourselves. We never hunt for sport or pleasure. We do not prey on children, for they are not yet tainted by society's view of us. The family will not tolerate murder. The fourth law. Seek not the sun's light, embrace only the shadows. This is our refuge. Because we are creatures of the night, we must not set foot in daylight. We move silently across the ground, only under the watchful eye of the moon above. At the rising of the sun, we must seek the embrace of the shadows and never again gaze at its brilliance. The family seeks the dark as its refuge. The fifth law. Kill not our kindred, slay only the enemy. This is our justice. Above all, no member of the family will ever take the life of another member without the consent of the current leader. Anyone disobeying this action, the most heinous of all our crimes, will be exiled from this place forever. We must not let our own inner demons cause us to fight amongst ourselves. We number only in the few, and we cannot risk extinction. Feeding grounds. These are perilous times for the family. We must feed, but the wasteland is a dangerous place. The only way to feed without massive loss of life is by getting close to the smaller human settlements. We will therefore use cunning and stealth to achieve our goals. No one is to forcibly enter any of their homes. We must keep our actions civilized. It's the only thing keeping us from being the animals they claim us to be. Regarding the Arefu incident, I do not want an incident like this happening ever again. I was very clear that we are not to represent ourselves in a hostile way. The killing of the town's Brahmin was an act that was both unnecessary and potentially damaging to my work. I am dealing with a very delicate situation in this town, and I will not have it undermined by actions of revenge on humankind. Our time will come, I promise you, Vance. Interesting. And the last one is Vance's personal terminal. Let's go hack into it too. And then, to my knowledge, we will have left nothing behind. Resurrection. It's not a shun. Resurrection. It could be that. It is that. Awesome. Osabismi Veldath. Vampires defined. Vampires are beings based in folklore that prey on humans for the purpose of obtaining their blood. In these fictitious stories, the blood serves as both a food source and a center of power for the vampire. It is a common motif in these tales that a victim could become a vampire if bitten by one. Other noted attributes of the vampire are its abilities to change into the form of a bat or a wolf, to become gaseous at will, the ability to hypnotize the opposite gender, and increased lifespan. Daytime fear. It is interesting to note that the vampire is traditionally regarded in literature as having an aversion to sunlight. Many people believe this may stem from the misunderstanding of common phobias, such as photophobia and heliophobia, or even the actual physical issue of photosensitivity. In all of these accounts, the subject withdraws from daytime activities and is rarely seen outdoors. In the 18th century, with medical science in its infancy, this commonly gave rise to ridiculous accusations by the uninformed that these people were strange or cursed. This is likely the reason vampires are awarded this attribute in their stories. Vampire destruction. Depending on the cultural source, there are several ways to kill or destroy a vampire. The most common is by driving a wooden stake, usually composed of ash, hawthorn, or oak, through the vampire's heart. In some cultures, the stake was driven through the mouth or stomach as well. Other tales tell of decapitation or immolation being the preferred method of destruction, along with anything else that can completely annihilate the vampire's physical form. Unlock wall safe. Regarding the Arefu incident, is the same as the one downstairs. Well, might as well, since it's unlocked. And we are done. Let me put my combat armor back on. And let's head out. I don't need to bother offloading. Well, no, I will offload the frag grenades because I also want to visit
again
Moira
for straightening out Ian.
and have her repair the stuff that's difficult to find supplies for. Really, that's only my combat helmet. I find a reasonable amount of my own armor from Talon mercs, and shotguns are everywhere. Well, I guess I used the Deathclaw gauntlet a few times, and I'm not letting myself repair that yet either. Well, let's chat about what we're going to do next. I want to continue questing, tying up loose ends up here in the Megaton/northern area before moving on to Rivet City to finish the Wasteland Survival Guide and all the other quests. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm finally going to tackle Big Trouble in Big Town. So after my offload, I'll fast travel back to Big Town and leave it there to begin the next video.
Hello.
Someone asked me why I hoard all the explosives. Because they can be useful. There are a couple of places where I can see myself ending up using them. Will it happen? Honestly, probably not, but it's good to have a stockpile, just in case.
All of us here thank you for... It's...
Junk food is the best you could do with all of you pooling together everything you had. That's kind of sad. It actually looks like I've got a tad more offloading to do than I might have thought.
Any luck finding out how...
I can't get a straight answer out of those folks.
Try asking around a bit. You never know who's collected a lot of information, do you?
Can you repair my equipment? She can, and I need her to.
Can I do for you, Daddy-O?
How may I serve you, master?
I had another set of sugar bombs. Couldn't help but notice. I'd like to get rid of the vault suits, but until everything's actually at natural 100s, I need to hold on to them just in case we run into more very hard locks. So, let me fast travel back to Big Town, where we can take care of a couple of loose ends we left behind, and then make our way to Germantown Police Headquarters to start the next, well, to start the quest proper. that's what we'll do next time. This time, well, thank you for watching. Let's play Fallout 3. We tackled Arefu and the Northwest Seneca Station and the Meresti train tunnel and Meresti Metro, all in service of completing the quest Blood Ties. Like I said, next time, Big Trouble in Big Town. Until then, thank you very much for watching, and have a fantastic day.